Welcome to Life in the Hollow. Like many of you, I am safely snug at home at this time during the pandemic with my family and wishing that I could get out a bit more and explore during these beautiful spring days. However, this is not the first time you could say that I have been stuck in the hollow and not able to get out for days at a time, so I decided to make something delicious to eat and special for me. During the winter months, the hollow looks like a fairyland of ice. Everything is covered in ice and snow, and when the wind blows, crystals fall from the trees, creating a glittering cascade. However, living back here also has problems with street maintenance. If there has been a really bad storm, we are one of the last ones online for snowplow or sand and salt, and some of us might stay home for a few days at a time. Nevertheless, I have created my own tradition. When I hear of a potential snow or ice storm heading our way, I purchase the ingredients of my favorite casserole. Nothing is better than looking out at the frigid weather and blizzards and ice coming down and delving into my warm, cheesy casserole while curling up in a blanket beside a fire. I start with a good red-sized pepper. I chop it up in the smallest pieces I can. It mostly depends on my mood, and I also like them as small as possible because one of my family members likes picking them out of the finished casserole. It is sort of a game with us on how small I can get them. To oblige this family member, I once made it without the red pepper and found it just doesn't taste the same at all. Next, I slice up some broccoli. You can use fresh broccoli if you like, but I have found that fresh broccoli is actually tougher than frozen. Plus, with frozen broccoli, you don't have to use it as fast as I would have to with fresh. That is totally up to you. I also cut up a block of cheddar cheese. You can choose if you want to, sharp or otherwise cheddar. I have tried both and like both. I usually cut them up in little cubes when making this casserole. However, this time the cheese seemed to crumble in pieces. That is okay because it will be that much more integrated into the casserole. Very yummy. Once I have them all placed in a bowl, I mix it well and add a pinch of black pepper and salt, and mix again. Throughout the entire process, I usually add at least one more pinch of pepper and salt, which seems to help bring the aroma of the vegetables even stronger. After the vegetables and cheese, I then add cooked pasta to my bowl of deliciousness. I usually like shell pasta here because the good taste are all little pockets of surprises. Here I ended up adding shell and elbow pasta to the dish together. Although not shown, another ingredient to this dish is a combination of milk and cheddar cheese. Slowly bring the milk to a boil in a non-stick skillet and gradually add a third of the cheese that you held out before mixing with the vegetables. Once the cheese is partially melted and blended with the rest of the ingredients, it combines them all together when cooked. I use a large rectangular cooking casserole dish and spray it with butter. This does help to keep the food from sticking when either serving or cleaning the casserole dish afterward. The last step in the process is to place the breadcrumbs on top of the casserole. Over the years, I have found crispy, buttered breadcrumbs add so much to this casserole, another layer of scrumptious food. You can either get dry breadcrumbs or actually tear pieces of bread like I do here. Personally, I like tearing the pieces of bread. It makes it that much better. To ensure that they are nice and toasty, to make them that much better, I add the butter to the top of the breadcrumbs. Sometimes I melt the butter and pour over the breadcrumbs, but here I smeared softly melted butter over them. After enough butter has been placed on it, I then place it in the oven for 35 to 45 minutes. You can smell the delicious aroma of the blended casserole as it bakes. Once removed, simply take a large spoon and dish it up. To me, this has always tasted so heavenly delicious. Thank you for watching Life in the Hollow. Hope you will like and subscribe to my channel. Make a great day.